one of the other consistent things that comes through when I talk to them about how they find financing, how they find a good deal, how they do their job, and so much of it is relationship building, right, and contacts.
Yep.
Right, it's picking up phones. It's personal brand seems a big part of it. So, do you work with a lot of real estate people on how to build a brand?
Yes, you have a personal brand whether you like it or not. It's up to you to decide if you're going to tell your story or you're going to let people guess and have rumors and whisper. And so if you're a real estate agent, but you're also a single mom with 3 kids, and on Sundays you like to play basketball with the boys, and on Saturdays you like to bake cookies with the girls, and on Fridays you like to go to yoga. Well, if I'm following you and you're following her, boom. We now have an emotional attachment. You might like that she bakes cookies. I might like that she plays basketball. But we both know that she's a real estate agent. There's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of real estate agents in any city you go to. I don't care if she's in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. There's thousands of real estate agents. So how does she stand out? She posts about her basketball and her cookies, and she likes to play baseball sometimes. She likes poker on the weekends sometimes. And in between there, she shows us the fourplex. And in between there, on the next week, she shows us the Section 8 housing. And then she shows us the commercial property with the 8 tenants and why she's helping close that deal. We, her followers, are now compelled to think about her, what's called top-of-mind awareness. So we have an emotional attachment that created top-of-mind awareness. The emotional attachment for you was she bakes cookies. And you're like, oh, my mom, we used to bake cookies together. For me, it's the basketball. I got to see her crushing the boys on Sunday. Now when somebody brings up to me, hey, I'm looking to buy a fourplex in Iowa, I think of her. There's thousands of agents out there. By the way, I didn't mention she doesn't even know me. I've been following her for 2 years, doesn't even know me. And then my friend says, hey, I want to buy a fourplex in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. I'm like, oh, I know this great lady. She plays basketball every Sunday. She's got 3 kids and bakes cookies. You should talk to her. And I group message them on Instagram. And they talk. And he buys a fourplex for $800,000. And she makes $24,000 to $48,000 in commission. No idea who I am. That's a personal brand.
So if I'm going to get into real estate investing, I want to, whether it's buy single-family homes, flip them, sell them, buy fourplexes, whatever it is, I need contacts, right? I need to find people.
You need the bank officer, the loan officer, the mortgage broker, the notary, the people that are going to do the paint, the people that are going to do the wood and the pool and the cleaning and the gardening and the roof and everything. It's all about who you know, all of it. And so if you have a personal brand, the roofing guy wants to work with you. The pool guy wants to work with you. The lady that does landscaping, she wants to work with you. The interior decorator lady, she really wants to work with you because you've got 14,000 followers in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. And what happens? If she works with you, she might get other clients. And people like you don't do real estate once, right? You don't do real estate once.
No, I'm in it to build it. Yeah.
And people are in it for 5 years and 10 years and 20 years and mostly for life. And so if you have a personal brand, she wants to work with you. He wants to work with you. She wants to work with you. He wants to work with you. Everybody wants to work with you because of your personal brand. And now, as you're posting content about interior decorating and about the roof and about the pool and about the landscaping and about the security system and every single part of a house, the other vendors want to work with you too. They're not going to overcharge you. You know what? You have a personal brand. They don't want to get you to be mad at them. The security guard does not want you to be mad at him because you are loud. You have 14,000 followers in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm going to be looking for a new security guard company or security company. And they're like, wait a minute, I thought you liked that company. No, I don't like TriStar Security, whatever the name is, because they charge me too much. That doesn't happen. It really doesn't happen. Because now your personal brand makes them want to, instead of charging you 10 grand, they charge you 8,200. Because what happens when they do that? Now you're like, I love TriStar. TriStar's fantastic. I use TriStar for every one of my homes all throughout Iowa. You guys should check him out. What happens next time? Instead of 8,200 to 7,600. He's going to do it at cost for you because you have a personal brand.
So how do I build it?
So building a personal brand is a couple things. One is social media is the easiest, and it's the scariest for people. Because if they hear me say, you got to post on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. They're like, oh my God, I don't want to post on 5, 6, 7 platforms. That sounds crazy. Let me make it simple. Make one piece of content. It's one photo, one video. You make one caption that goes underneath that photo or video, and then you do what's called repurposing. So let's say you and I take a photo right now, okay? I take the photo, and I take a caption. I say, great Sunday afternoon, doing this interview, blah, 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 blah. And I tag you. I post it on Instagram at 9 a.m. At 9:01 a.m., I go to Facebook, and I copied the exact same caption about great Sunday afternoon, interviewing, blah, 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 blah. And I paste it onto Facebook. It's the same exact photo. And 9:01, I push submit. And then I go to LinkedIn, and I paste it. And it says, great interview on Sunday, blah, 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 blah. It's the same exact picture. And I do the same thing on Twitter at 9:04 a.m. And that's it. It sounds like, oh, I need to use a fancy platform. I need staff and editors and personal this and blah, blah, blah. You don't need any of that stuff. Everybody watching this right now has a cell phone. If you have a cell phone, you can have social media. Because guess what's also interesting? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, all these platforms are free, and free. It is irresponsible of you not to use free platforms. And so now I posted at 9 o'clock and 9:01 and 9:02 and 9:03 about us. And then you gain X amount of followers that are like, wait, who's that? I want to interview with him too. Does he have a podcast? Is that a documentary? Is that a business show? What is that? And they go down the rabbit hole. They research you now. What just happened? We're both building a personal brand because we're called leveraging. You're leveraging my personal brand. I'm also leveraging yours. I'm leveraging yours because you're edifying me because I'm doing some podcast with you or a documentary or a TV show. They don't know. They don't really fully understand. And so I'm leveraging you because I look cool sitting next to you. You're leveraging my personal brand because I have a bunch of followers. And they're like, wait a minute. How do I get to be in the chair across from him? See what's happening? Mm-hmm. All of that was free. All that done was from a phone. The phone that you carry with you all day and night.